Guys, we've got another one for you by the channel Chess Not Checkers TV. Angie Stone exposes demonic music industry 2 months before tragic death. Wow. Wow.
Because there's a bunch of devil worshippers in Hollywood. And there's a lot of black folks too. And they be throwing up them signs, you see them, this, that, all of them. Watch the rappers, watch them folks. It's scary. It's very scary. That devil is real.
And this machine around us, this so-called music industry, is such a demonic thing. It sacrifices people's lives and their essences, and at the drop of a dime.
I don't know what they might do to keep from paying me all the money they owe me.
If God delivered Daniel, guess what?
Wow.
Very dark things in the music industry for a very long time. And just recently in December, before Christmas, where she spoke about getting a blood infection just out of the blue, she said that basically the enemy was after her, Satan. Angie Stone then went on to reveal that Universal Records had stolen many of her royalties, resulting in millions and millions of lost money and dollars that she has not received, that she has been robbed, and that she wants her money. Okay. Now, in this live, which I'm going to play in just a second, Angie Stone makes it clear that if something happens to her, this is why. Because she's speaking out. When I tell you the internet is waking up and people are putting 2 and 2 together, because where I'm from, 1 + 1 = 2 all day long. And the fact that Angie Stone spoke out against the record company, Universal Records, distribution company, one of the biggest in the world, has been stealing millions upon millions upon millions of dollars from her. And then the next thing you know, a tragedy strikes. Look, I don't believe in coincidences. Do you? Let's take a look at what Angie had to say.
I've been dealing.
Before we take a look at what she has to say. That's what happens when you sign a contract with the devil. It seems good, and a lot of these people now, they're older, yes, but in their younger years they were more than okay. I'm not saying all of them, but they were more than okay doing things behind closed doors, knowing that it's not good, but because they're receiving money, they were making money. They're new to it. It's all glamorous. It's all amazing. But later on, when they grow up, they've got more wisdom. They're trying to follow the Lord now. They realize I'm stuck. They start coming out and speaking against these things. Next minute, they're found somewhere. They've been terminated.
Dealing with a lot the last month, a whole lot. And I'm just here to let you know I am so outdone with things that have been going on in and around me. And because we're at the end of 2024, I kind of just want to shut it down, looking forward to 2025. I want y'all to go like and share, get some people on this live, mainly because I'm about to reveal some stuff that, Lord just told me to talk about today. Going out of this year, going into a new year, I need to bring you guys up to speed with some things that I've kept very personal and to myself. Some things I wanted to share and other things I didn't want to share, but now I'm okay to reveal some things that is probably going to shock some people. It was a lot for me to get on here and do this.
She didn't want to share, but now she's okay with it.
Month has been trying. First out, I want to shout out all the people in Detroit. I had a show that was supposed to be with Music Soul Child, Marsha Ambrosia. Shout out to Raheem Devon for standing in for me. I had something happen that caused me not to be there, but God just needed to sit me down so I could focus on me. So before I go into just, what I experienced, what I went through, I want to let you guys know I almost didn't make it through this process because it was something that just kind of hit me. It was a day or so before I was scheduled to fly out to Detroit. And I was very excited. All the tickets were bought, the hotels were paid for, the band was ready to go. And then I got hit with this crazy news, and it kind of threw me for a loop. So I figured I better share it with you all, and you can pass it on, because just because we're in the industry doesn't mean we're not human. Things happen all the time, and unfortunately, when this happened, I just wasn't prepared for it. But anyway, it caused me to miss that show that I was super, super excited about. Go in and get somebody, come back to the live. Like I said, I don't want to have to say it again. I haven't even told my team that I was going on today. I just threw up my light and just put on a little something just so I could get with you guys. All right, we got some people in the room now. Maybe for some people they might be happy that it happened to me, because everybody don't wish good things for you. Some people wish bad things for you, and I continue to pray. I will say this. It has been one heck of a ride. This last month, the enemy was trying to take me out. He was really trying to take me out. And, okay, I'm going to wait till we get those 50, 60. We had 51. Let me see, can I get 70 to 100 people in the room right now before I reveal some very, very interesting information. And it is like a double-edged sword, because I'm really happened to any others in the business. The worst thing that could happen. It has, of course, happened to me, and I'm constantly in prayer for God to forgive the people that have wished me ill will, or done anything to remotely get in the way of the gift of sharing with my fans. Oh, by the way, the Christmas song, All I'm Missing, is #1 in several countries. We put it out on the 15th of November, on the 14th of November. The devil tried to stop that. It was snatched down, then it was put back up. He tried to, of course, blame it on me, but it wasn't my fault. However, the song prevailed. After everybody bailed, the song went all the way to #1 and is steadily climbing the chart. I'm trying to keep from crying because the devil was very, very, very particular in targeting me. But anyway, I was rushed to the hospital because I wasn't breathing so well. Came to find out, I had what was a bacterial blood infection that I had gotten when they stuck me with the needle. It had went into my bloodstream and caused a staph infection of the blood. Now, I didn't have a clue that there was a blood infection until they rushed me into ICU. I went into ICU and I went to use the restroom and I passed out in the restroom. Wow. My oxygen went all the way down and rendered me basically unconscious.
Wow.
When I came back to, the nurses began to tell me that I was screaming for Jesus, because when I went down,
this is horrific for her. Bless her. The industry.
I didn't know that. I didn't know what was happening. All I know is it was all of a sudden. And I began to praise God and call on his name, because I knew biblically that if I was transitioning, I needed to be calling on Jesus. And I need to be calling him by his name. So I began to scream his name. When they brought me to is when they told me I was lucky to be alive, because I was on the floor. And sorry.
Take your time.
I knew it was an attack. I knew it was a spiritual attack on me. However, I was treated, and God healed me. He cleared up. After 2 weeks, solid, they cleared up the blood infection. I'm just here to let you know. The only reason I hadn't been on my live and just getting with y'all on this because I had to get postured with God one-on-one. Sometimes God will make you stand still. When you're doing the most you can for everyone, He will stand you still so that your complete focus can be on Him. God He knew that I was about to come into some things. And as I began to come back to myself completely, I remembered everything that I was working on. I remember the people that were in my immediate circle that were supposed to be there to help me. By the time it was all said and done, the Christmas song had been snatched down. For what reason? I wasn't in a position to really fight that. I had to fight to live. So I couldn't worry about that because I knew that it would take care of itself, but not without the devil trying to blame me for the mishap. Lo and behold, I won't call any names, but people quit on me because they thought it was me. Like I said, I can't call any names because I'm not that vicious. I don't want to hurt anybody, and I really don't want it to be their downfall. But I will tell you, people left me in that dark, dark moment when I really needed support. My kids were there for me. My true friends were there for me because they knew this is serious. They thought that blood infection would have damaged my heart, so I went into a lot of testing to make sure there was not heart scarring. Lo and behold, all of that came out fine. I was not scarred by the heart, thank God. But the staph infection was supposed to scar the heart and the lungs, and it cleared up, thank God. So I just wanted to be transparent with you all because I don't always have it all the way together. But I'm a hard worker. You know, I play hardball, but I love twice as hard. And because I do love my fans, and especially shout out to Raheem Devon, who got on the stage in Detroit that night in my place, and he had the entire audience say, "Get well soon." He called me, "Sis, what's going on?" And when he found out, he said, "I got you." So I owe you one, bruh. I owe you one. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, as I was coming through all of this, I soon found out that one of the biggest companies that I was with, Universal Music, it's the second part of the ugly truth. We began to research things to check on my royalties and my statements and things that of that nature, only to find out a lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen.
Wow.
As I begin to find out things that I never had to look into, because when you hire a team of people that, to some degree, supposed to have your back, you're thinking that they're getting it all together for you. You know, that's why, you know, I respect Oprah Winfrey in that respect when she said, do your own research.
What happened
Just
to
on the celebrity that I let a lot of important things slip through the cracks only because I didn't know any better. I worked very hard to take care of my kids as a single mother, and I'm being transparent. My kids' fathers just were not doing what they're supposed to do. So I had to step up and go in and do everything that I needed to do for my family, which is why I worked so hard, which is why I traveled so much, which is why I did shows, because at the end of the day, after 40-something years in the business, I'm like, well, why? Where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. And even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs. All the songs that I've done, I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over to. People that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I am truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time. Because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made, supposedly. But there are key people that have been driving the ships. And what they've been doing is improperly representing me, improperly stealing from me, taking things in their own hand, changing and switching lanes because they knew I didn't know that part. See, I'm not an attorney. I don't know everything. What I learned how to do was go out, work hard, get paid, come home, pay my bills, take care of my family. That part. The legal side, when you hire attorneys and managers and agents, they're supposed to make sure the gray area over there that they're in the driver's seat for, they're supposed to make sure you're taken care of. And even though they were taking care of themselves, they thought very little of taking care of me. And I know because I've seen it with my own eyes. So I'm just here to let you know, one way or the other, Universal Music, you're going to have to give up my coins. And so what I'm...
Money's the root of evil. You can see everything. I didn't want to interrupt it because I wanted to give my take at the end, but it seems like the video does go on for quite a bit. But you can see that you get used up. It's essentially a game or industry that they use you when your value is this high, and when it drops, because everyone's value drops, every good thing must come to an end, they spit you out and steal from you, essentially. I mean, you and I don't know what truly went down, but the likelihood is the big guy is bullying the little guy. Let's be real. And this is the demonic industry. Let's not forget the music industry, Hollywood, satanic industry. And they don't exactly play fair. They don't play fair. In fact, I'm interested. Let's see the comment section down below. I've driven Mercedes Sprinters. Okay, I don't know if this applies to this, but let's just carry on reading. I've driven Mercedes Sprinters for the past 8 years, 24/7 from Atlanta to NO to Miami to Charlotte. I ain't ever known a Sprinter to just flip over. Okay, so, oh goodness me. Bless. So that's what happened. That's what happened. Wow. I'm assuming because there's 190 likes. And yes, I have driven a Sprinter before. They don't just flip. I've driven it a lot. Okay? A lot. And they don't just flip. In fact, no car just flips. So if that's how she passed, then goodness me, bless her. They definitely took Angie out. I don't believe in such coincidences. Whenever celebrities speak out, they pass away in car accidents. alone in some hotel. Supposed self on. Yeah. It's the truth. He's not lying. He or she is definitely not lying. She. There we go. I'm not wearing my glasses. So yeah, she's definitely not lying. It's the truth. Wow. I don't want this video to drag. Look, let me know, what do you think happened to Angie Stone, okay? Do you think this is just a coincidence? It's just an accident? Like this video, share this video, but I definitely want to hear from you in the comment section down below. Satan is not playing games with these people. You sign a contract, he's going to come and collect, whether it's now or in the future. So be careful what you dive into. Whew, that's a tough one to watch. God bless you all, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.